Unit stacking is one of the most powerful strategies you can use in a tower defense game. You just build up a ton of units, then they sit there, and yeah, they just start shooting. And the game turns into whatever this is. With the Crook Boss rework, because they made its units so much stronger, I wanted to try something I haven't tried before. Triggering Hidden Wave. I've never done it with friends or in a quad or anything, but I figured a solo trigger would be fun to go for, and that's what I did. Before we get to any of that though, let's start with the more boring stuff. Triggering the wave itself. There's technically four steps to triggering the wave, and they are as follows. 1, you have to be at 1 HP. 2, you need to put in the specific funny code word. 3, you have to kill the Fallen King in 45 seconds. Technically, there is a 4th rule where you're not allowed to use power-ups in the last wave, but you can get around that by just using them at the end of wave 39, so it doesn't really count. So, what was the plan? Essentially, because of Crook Boss's unit buff, I really just wanted to abuse how strong they were. Combining it with Honey Valley and Mercbase's shield, it would allow the Crook Boss guards to just go kinda crazy. Finishing off the loadout, I brought DJ, Ranger, and Gold Minigunner. 2 of those are for DPS and one of them is DJ. I was also planning on selling and rebuying the DJ on the last wave for the Tourette ability, because I was pretty sure that most of the enemies had a ton of defense. So, here's the first attempt. Now, you might notice something. I'm on wave 20 and my health bar is at 200. So I realized that pretty quickly and restarted. The next run I swapped Minigunner out for Pursuit because I figured not being able to get stunned would actually be a lot more useful. But then I realized that it's actually really annoying to get down to 1 HP when you do an even number of damage. It's a long story, I don't feel like explaining it, but I equipped Cowboy because it doing 3 damage makes getting down to 1 HP super easy. No, wait, don't look at that one, So the strategy to do it is actually quite simple. You leak everything up until wave 4, where you have to kill 1 Speedy and get 1 shot on the next Speedy after it, dealing a total of 13 damage and dropping you down to 6 health. This is why Cowboy's good here, because being on 6 health is perfect. Cowboy dealing 3 damage will allow you to leave one of the abnormals on 5 health, and bang, you're at 1 HP. First step completed. Now you actually have to lock in a little bit to survive on Fallen in the early game because you've just wasted a ton of money selling Cowboys and stuff, but honestly it's not that bad. It's Fallen mode on Honey Valley, like what could go wrong? And then you have to play out the entire round of Fallen. My strategy for this was just get my Cowboys early, start working on Crook Bosses to get a stack going, and then max my DJ, max Merc Bases and Crook Bosses, Rangers, Cowboys, bang. Alright, that was the whole strat, but yeah. But you might notice that my graphics quality is on pretty low, and that's because on wave 31, my game was not appreciating how many spawns I had. I also haven't mentioned how scuffed this run is, because yeah, it's kind of scuffed. A lot of the times when I should have skipped, I just completely missed it and my units walked forward, which is obviously not a good thing because that means they will die faster. My Rangers are barely in Merc-based range, so I don't really know what I was cooking on that one, and in general the placements I have are just not the best. And on Hidden Wave itself, I don't know, we'll get there, but for now we have to do wave 40, and to do that I place my flags. Now, I placed them at the end of wave 39, of course, but I didn't realize that damage and cooldown flags got nerfed to only lasting 45 seconds, meaning that their buff was not even, like, it didn't even affect wave 40, so that's cool. But yeah, I guess that just adds to how even this run is even more scuffed. But either way, you know, here's wave 40. I think it really does add to how scuffed this run is when you consider the fact that, at least by my timing, the boss died in more than 45 seconds. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that fact. And maybe they start the timer like a little bit later, but still, that's just... that's crazy. Okay, but like, what the actual f*** am I doing? You know what? At least I dealt 207 damage to the Awakened Fallen King. Am I right, guys?